All right, Sony, we have to talk. But before that, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Vizzy. Welcome back to the channel. This is the channel where tech is not everything, it's the only way. All right, so Sony has released the RX1R Mark III. It's finally here. And listen, I've owned the RX1R Mark II, and I also shoot with the RX100 Mark VII. So yes, I can proudly say I'm part of the RX1R cult. But even as a card carrying cult member, I'm a bit confused, and let's talk about it. So the RX1R Mark III costs 5,100, so 5,100 US. At first glance, if you never owned any of this system, it seems like a dream. Compact, full frame, 61 megapixel, same sensor that you find like in the Sony A7R V, 10-bit colors, yeah, S-Log 3, great autofocus, and the classic 35mm f2 Zeiss. The deeper you look, the more it feels like a lazy upgrade. The lens is the main reason why you'll buy a camera like this. That hasn't changed. It still has focus by wire, 35mm f2 from 2015, 2014, 2015. Having this camera with that same lens is not fun to manually focus, because sometimes you do want to do manual focus. For 5100 fixed lens shooter, that's not acceptable, Sony. I'm sorry, it is not acceptable. If this is supposed to be a luxury point and shoot king, the whole value of this camera is in that one lens. And if you're not going to improve it, then what are we doing here? They moved the articulated screen, and why, I don't know. For a camera that's marketed to street photographer, vloggers, creators, at least throw a joystick on it like the Sony A7 IV, and you could have put one on the A7C too, but that's not why we're here. In the meanwhile, no stabilization, still no IBIS, same autofocus as every other new Sony camera, and guess what? That is great, but again, nothing special here. Same lens, no flip screen, no joystick, no weather sealing, because I didn't see anything advertising weather sealing. I don't see that. I watched the video, I don't see anything about weather sealing. For 5100, it's a significant drawback, especially given that this camera is intended to use as a everyday carry, and you potentially exposing it to the elements. I thought you would have put some weather sealing in that. And Sony, please stop saying this camera is pocketable, because it's not. Like, whose pocket is gonna go in unless you're rocking cargo shorts? I have the A7 too. It can barely fit in my woody. It can barely fit into my woody pocket. Unless you're Ronald McDonald or Pennywise, I guess, or you have a camera holster strapped to your damn leg. It isn't sliding in anything discreet. I'm telling you that right now. And let's not forget, the A7R V has the same sensor, actual IBIS, a flip screen, dual SD card, a joystick, and the ability to change lenses, and still cost less than this camera. Even if it was for 2,000, I'm not buying it, because you kind of take the stuff away that make the camera great. Like, why? You know, as someone who owns the RX1R Mark II, this feels like it's both an upgrade and also a downgrade. You know, more megapixels, sure, better video, sure. Everything that made the RX1R Mark II special kind of got lost here somewhere. I don't know. It got lost somewhere. I wasn't going to say anything, but I really, I'm disappointed with this camera. My boy called me and he's like, he's confused himself. Like, you know, who is this RX1R Mark III for? Maybe a wealthy collector. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of a compact full frame camera, and the RX1R series has always had that cool factor. I was greatly waiting for this. Can I purchase it? Yes, but that I just don't know, man. But 5,100 for a non-stabilized, you know, like a non-stabilized, non-articulated, same fixed lens since inception in 2025, that ain't it, man. At this price point, I want innovation, not nostalgia. You know, it really hurt my heart. I'm really disappointed when I see it. I want to love this camera. I'm literally in the cult, if you want to say it like that. But even the cult members gotta call out a bad decision. This is a bad decision. I don't know, maybe just woke up and like, yo, let's just throw this into this and that. Don't get me wrong, the sonar lens is really good, but as a user, I'm telling you, it's the same lens. It's the same lens as the Sony RX1R Mark II. It's the same lens. Even though the photos come out of this thing is beautiful, like it pops. It's just that, you know, the autofocus is kind of bad and stuff. And then if you're trying to use manual focus, it's kind of hard because it focused by wire. It's so much went wrong here. I don't know. And even just for the thumb, this one right here, it's a cheap one that I got from AliExpress. This right here, I use it here. It's perfect. They want $300 for that. This case that I got on here, this leather case, I think I paid 30 bucks for it. I'm okay with the viewfinder being on the camera, like my Sony A7C here. It sits right on the back of it right here. I mean, I was okay with the pop-up, you know. So some people that I know have this camera complain about the dust it brings into their sensor, so I understand. And I think the only upgrade on this is the screen. Yeah, the screen is actually better than all the other Sony cameras. Even the A1, I'm not bashing it, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed because I was really looking forward to this camera. And like I said, even if it's for $2,000, I wouldn't get it. It would have been a waste. I'm just gonna keep my RX1R Mark II. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Let me know if I'm being too harsh or we're just pretending that 5100 is a normal thing now. I don't know. So I have over 8 Sony cameras. I'm a Sony fanboy if you want to comment that. I like Sony. I love their cameras, but this one is not the one. You know what I mean? Again, hit that like if you agree. Subscribe if you tired of overpriced gear, and I'll see you in the next one. 5100 took away the screen. Come on, who does that? Oh wait, yeah, I'm not. I'm still on. My bad.